What does a survey involve? A question asked by many people. And you know, the most unusual thing is most people think we're interested in looking at the roof, and it's quite the opposite. So when a surveyor comes to view your property for roof cleaning purposes, the first thing they're going to look at is the ground around the property. We have to look at what clear access is around that building, so we can work and formulate a plan of how we're going to get up onto the roof safely. Bear in mind, in the UK, we're not allowed to walk on your roof. It's against the law, and your insurance would be invalid if you were to allow a workman to walk on your roof. So we're going to look at the ground access, how we're going to get up there. We're going to use a scaffold tower, we're going to use a cherry picker. Once we've determined that, we now need to know what kind of a water supply have you got, because if you've got no water supply, well, we're not going to be able to clean much without any water. So an outside tap, we usually go looking around the property, is there an outside tap, and what is the water flow coming out of that tap? If it's 7 litres a minute, we're going to have problems. If it's 15 litres a minute, it's going to be a lot better. Now, that doesn't mean to say we can't clean a roof that's only got 7 litres of water coming out, but there's going to be a lot of time the workmen are just stood around waiting for water tanks to fill up. So we determine the water pressure to determine how long that job would take. After that, we're going to be looking at, is the roof damaged? Are there any loose tiles, cracked tiles? What infestation of moss is up there? So we kind of look at a 1 to 5 infestation, with 1 being low infestation, quite easy to take off. 5, you've got a carpet of moss, and really this is the time you should be looking for, a new roof, because a roof cleaner cannot really determine what's underneath all that moss, and it's likely to have damaged the roof. When looking at a roof cleaning company, make sure they come out, survey the home properly, looking for safety, looking for level of infestation. Why do we need to survey? Because, well, think about it. If there's a level 3 infestation moss on your roof, you're probably going to have somewhere in the region of 1 to 1.5 tons of moss sitting up there. And when we take it down, where are we going to put it? It's going to have to go in what we call a hippo bag. You can get them from B&Q, places like that, and they're a cube or a cube and a half. So when we fill the moss that's coming off your roof, we need to know that we've got a place to put it, which is the hippo bag. That moss has to go somewhere. Now, that's going to cost you a couple of £100. We have to also look, where will the work vans park? Is there a driveway? Is there a street? Is there overhead telephone lines? You've got a load of overhead electric cables coming to your roof. Well, we can't get past those. So it's, again, probably we're going to have to talk to electric boards or telephone companies. And that's going to involve time to move these cables out of the way, and it may not be worth it for you. So, just consider that, have you got clear access around your property, which a good surveyor will check that anyway. After we've surveyed the property, of course, then we've got to measure. So we measure the roof, we measure the pitch, then you need to be either getting an instant quotation there and then, so somebody's measured up, worked out the square feet, giving you a written quotation so you can make a decision. Would you like to go ahead with that quote or not? Now, some companies do it there and then, some companies will go away and send you an email. There's no right or wrong way of getting a quote. Make sure you get it in writing, and you don't just want a verbal quote where people could then start adding on extras that may not have, you may not have been aware of. So the quotation should include the cleaning up, and of course any waste materials that need to be taken